So this is such a wonderfully entertaining movie. I saw it in Toronto and immediately thought, we've got to get this for the screening series. The film gives you a little bit of the origin story about Penn and Tim being friends, but can you give us a little more of that, how it came about?
Yeah, it came about as the result of Penn having children and having a successful show in Las Vegas, both of which were sort of wearing him out. He no longer was spending time with friends, so he felt the desperate need to have an adult conversation that wasn't something at school or something about the Penn and Teller show or something about some new trick. So he called up his old pal, Tim Jennison, and said, please come to Las Vegas and just have dinner with me and talk about anything that has nothing to do with show business. So Tim showed up. He got on a plane, flew out to his pal's town, and they went out to one of those Brazilian steakhouses where they serve you lots of meat, one thing after another. And Penn said, "So tell me something that has nothing to do with my job." And Tim said, "Okay, what do you know about Vermeer?" Penn said, "Well, a Dutch painter, a girl with a pearl earring, kind of very realistic." And Tim said, "Yeah, I've been thinking about Vermeer and how Vermeer did that." And he proceeded to take off his belt, his little video camera. Tim is the kind of guy who carries a video camera on his belt. And he showed Penn that first footage of how Tim made that copy of the high school graduation photo of his father-in-law. And he explained that to Penn, and Penn said, "Wow, that's an amazing discovery. What are you going to do with it?" Tim said, "Well, I'm actually thinking of really testing it, by really like building a time machine, essentially, by trying to recreate Vermeer's studio in my warehouse in San Antonio, Texas. Because that's the only way I'll know whether I'm right or not, by really working under Vermeer's conditions." And said, "Yeah, what are you going to do with that?" And said, "Well, I think I'll probably do an article, a scholarly article about it, and maybe a YouTube video." And Penn said, "You're not going to do a YouTube video. You don't take another step. We're going to make this a movie." And thus, Penn's vain attempt to spend an evening away from show business was completely thwarted. But the result, I think, is a pretty exciting experience.